Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell Blvd, and today I am going to show you guys how to set up a weekly spread in our new reading planner because we have a new layout, so it is something new that you might not be used to, and I want to show you how to set it up. We're going to do this by using our new Botanical Books Volume 2 sticker book, and I am just going to show you guys how I would set this up based on if I was using it this week. I love using mild liner highlighters in my planner. I do have one green Sharpie highlighter, but mild liner is my favorite, and that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to start. It's like I want to set this up for this week so that y'all can see how I would use it, but this planner is also going to be my January planner, so I'm trying to decide. Let's actually set it up like it's the first week of December and January. So we're going to go December and January. So we're going to go the 29th through the 31st, and then the 1st through the 4th. So that's how you set up the dates. Super easy. And then if you want, you can fill in and color this book up here. You don't have to. It's just for fun. I usually color it in every week just because it's a relaxing thing to do. And then I like to color in the books as well, which I'm going to do in blue and purple this week since those are the color of the stickers that I'm going to use. Again, this part is not required, just for fun. So I'm going to do the top one blue, and the bottom one is going to be this shade of purple. And then what I'll do is that this week, as I'm reading, this is my habit tracker. So if I read that day, I color it in with one of these colors. And if I don't read that day, I just put an X on it. Okay, then I like to take this brown color and color in the bookshelf. Again, you don't have to. This is just a habit that I've gotten into. Now, in our reading journal last year, we had our color coding system on every page, which when I designed it, I thought was like this great idea, but then I hated coloring it in every single week. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to come color it in at the beginning of the month and then just refer to those colors in my weekly pages. So we're going to do yellow, and then I do green for 4 stars. And you can pick whatever colors you want. There's no like rules. So just because I'm using certain colors doesn't mean you have to use the same ones. And then 1 star is going to be orange, and we'll let 2 stars be purple. So then I'm just going to grab a pen. This is my current favorite pen. And I'm going to go ahead and fill in this rating key. So my yellow usually means I loved this book. I loved it so much. Green, 4 stars. I'm usually like, I liked it, but I didn't love it. Blue is usually, I'm like, it was okay. It was okay. Kind of indifferent. The 2 stars means I did not like it. If I give it 2 stars, it was a no for me. And then 1 star for me means that I hated it so much that I didn't even finish it. So I guess I don't give 0 stars. You're going to at least get 1 star from me. And then what I do with this color coding system is I will color, as I finish a book, I will color in one of these spines with that color. And then I'll write the title on the book. And so then I can easily look at the book title and look at my code and know what I rated that book. And then in the past, I would then make that color coding system every single week because every single week in our journal had that color coding system. But I got so tired of filling it in every single week. So now I'm just going to refer to this one and use that same color coding over here. So that's what I plan on doing with that. So I typically read 2 books a week. Of course, I don't know what I'm going to be reading come January, right? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to write the title of whatever I'm reading in this box. And then I'm going to draw an arrow for however long it takes me to finish that book. It's hard to say right now, but I typically will finish, if I start a book Monday, I will typically finish it Thursday. So maybe Thursday I start a new book and I'm going to put that one here. And then I can write the new book here and then draw an arrow. So that's how I'm going to use these, is to kind of show me where I'm starting and finishing new books. So these will probably be stickers that I place as the week is going on, because I may not start a new book on Monday. I may start a new book on Tuesday or Wednesday. It really depends on my reading schedule. But I'm just going to put those there for now just to kind of explain it to you. And so then maybe this one, so what I would do is I would be like, I read it through Wednesday. Same book. But I wouldn't write it over and over again. You could if you wanted to. For me, I'm going to write it once and draw an arrow. Because that works for me. And then here, I would probably, what I tend to do in the journal is take a rating sticker, which last year these were paper, and for some reason this year I made them clear, which I'm kind of thinking these were supposed to be paper. I'm not really sure why they would be clear, because now we can't color in the stars. But I would put the rating, let's say I finished the book on Wednesday, so I would put it here so that I can rate it at the end, and then I would just journal above what I thought about the book. And I would almost ignore these lines and just write over them. And then I would do the same thing. Let's say this book takes me Thursday, Friday, Saturday to read. So then I would put another rating sticker here at the end, and then I would journal. And maybe I'd journal in 2 different colors to really make it stand out. And then maybe I come and grab like this green sticker and put it here on Sunday, because this is, I'm going to be starting a new book, but then it's going to go over into the next week. So maybe I just line these up like this. And then you could put stickers in this box too, but I'm not going to. So then up here, my weekly reading goal is to read 30 minutes a day. I want to read a minimum of 30 minutes a day. And so that's what this tracker is. Then if I read for 30 minutes a day, it gets colored in. And if I didn't, I put an X. And then this would be how much did I read this week total. I would add all of this up. So I like to track the minutes read, not the pages read, but you can do whichever you prefer. So then, because I can pretty much guesstimate that I will read 2 books a week. Sometimes I read more, sometimes I read less, but it's usually 2 books a week. I'm going to go ahead and put 2 book review stickers down here. And maybe that's just where I rate this instead of using these clear ones. I'm not really sure. Like the clear ones, you could maybe like just color, like draw a strip and just be like, okay, that may be what I do, is color it on the paper and then lay the rating on top. So hopefully whatever book I read here is a 5-star rating, because I've already rated it. Okay, so then the next thing I would do is I would come, assuming again that I'm going to read 2 to 3 books this week. So these are actually already sized to fit width-wise in these books. So I could take this, lay down my tweezers, or if you have a washi cutter, and rip it. It's already done. So then maybe I do another one right here. And last year I did not make these a universal width, and they weren't the size of even like our normal washi. So you like, I did this idea last year where I would use washi to cover up the books, but then I would have to like do 2 strips of washi and cut it, and it like took forever. This is so much easier to do it this way. And then I can just put what I don't use back in there. And then maybe I take this one and put it here. Do the same thing there. Although it kind of ripped, not in a nice way. I'd probably use a craft knife. A craft knife would probably work better than the edge of my tweezers. And then I'm just gonna put the rest back in the book to use, and then I can use these to color in the books that I read. So the last thing I'm gonna do, because I have like this little gap right here, I kind of want to come and grab like some floral stickers. Oops. And just like fill this in. Okay, so because I've already said that one of these is going to be 5-star, what I would do with that 5-star book is I would color in the book like this. And then I would write the book title on top of that book. And that tells me that that book was that rating. Got it? Okay. Yeah, and then I would just fill this in. Hopefully this gives you an idea. I hate that I'm not like actively filling it in, but this is like my actual reading planner for next year. So I'm trying to like save it. But that is kind of how I would fill it in each week. Okay. Super excited about it. If you have any questions about filling this in, let me know. Otherwise, if you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you like this product, please come back on Friday and buy it. And happy planning.